My name is Madeline Amir, and I'm the Co-Client Services Director at the Breast and GYN Health Project. This is our 25th year anniversary, and we're really excited to be partnering with our neighbor, Rachele, at Foodwise Kitchen. So we all know how important it is to eat well and eat healthy all the time throughout all of our lives, but it's especially important when you're facing a cancer diagnosis. So with that, Rachele has crafted 3 wonderful recipes to share with us and with our clients. So she's going to take it away.
All right, so we're going to do a strawberry rhubarb crisp. And these strawberries were from Eureka Natural Foods. So I'm just going to chop them all up. And you can pick these off and save a little bit of the strawberry too. So I wanted to share this recipe because I really enjoy rhubarb and I love strawberries, and you can really do a lot of different things with this crisp recipe. You could do it with blueberries, you could do it with apples, you could do it with raspberries, you could do it with peaches, all the different fruits. You can get super creative with this, but this one is gorgeous and delicious. And depending on when you're getting your strawberries is really how much sugar you want to adjust. If you're getting them in peak season, they're nice and fresh and sweet. You really can use less and less sugar. And I'm using about 5 to 6 cups of fresh strawberries. And if you have a smaller baking dish, just use less strawberries. You just want to make sure you've got about 4 times your rhubarb amount because the strawberries is what brings all the juice. All right, so we're going to take these, clear our board off into our baking dish. And this is a minimal amount of dishes too, which is great. Easy cleanup. We're going to take our rhubarb. And I'm cutting off this top. We got these from Eureka Natural Foods too. If you see them out, in the wild when you're in somebody's garden or in your own garden, maybe you've got a beautiful thing of rhubarb, you want to make sure you avoid the leaf. You want to take it off completely because those are poisonous. And we're just going to cut these about 1/4 inch. And there is a stringy outside that if you were to try to pull it, it would string off. So it's important that if you're trying to get your cuts through the first time, that you're dragging your knife. So these strawberries are pretty sweet. It's season for strawberries, but this is 4 tablespoons here. So 2 of the tablespoons are going to go into my crisp and 2 tablespoons are going to go into the strawberry rhubarb mix. And I'm just going to toss these around. All right, when making your crisp, it's really important to use chilled butter, whatever butter you choose. You just want to make sure it's nice and cold. I like this Miyoko's butter. It's a coconut oil and cashew base, and you could substitute just coconut oil if you'd like. And I'm going to use a 1/4 cup. And you can just break it up or chop it up. And I've got a 1/2 cup of oat flour. And what I love about oat flour is it's a great substitute for traditional flour. It's a gluten-free option. So I've got 1.5 cups of oats and 1/2 cup of oat flour. And I'm using coconut sugar. It's a lower glycemic sugar. It's a great substitute for brown sugar. And I'm using 2 tablespoons of that. And our remaining 2 tablespoons of cane sugar. And rather than using additional sugar, and I do think it helps crisp things up, is I'm using a tablespoon of maple syrup to really try to pull this crumble together. I've got this beautiful fresh nutmeg. And I'm using a microplane here. And this is just a great flavor. I'm just gonna shave a little bit of that over. It's so good. The aroma is amazing. And I'm going to put a little bit of cinnamon in. Just eyeball it. Just a splash of cinnamon. And depending on the saltiness of your butter, I got an unsalted butter, so I'm going to add a pinch of pink Himalayan salt. And it's really going to bring the flavors together. And one last mix. I'm going to put this in the fridge and get it nice and cold. So I've got my oven preheating at 350 degrees. And I've still got some great crumbles on here. And I can smell the nutmeg. If you love nutmeg, you can give it a little bit more on top. You can also taste it and make sure it's sweet to your liking. That's what I love about crumbles is you can get creative. You just want a nice texture. You don't want it to be too dry or else you're going to have a bunch of dry flour floating around on top at the end. All right, 350, it's going in. And then I'm gonna set my timer, 45. And what the key thing I'm looking for when I'm pulling this out of the oven is that these juices, see those juices that are coming up around the sides? It's really juicy in there, and the top is nice and golden. And see, I've got those great crumbles. The maple syrup really helped with that. Added a lot of extra moisture. Thank you so much for watching these videos. I had a lot of fun putting the recipes together, and thanks so much to our sponsors, Murphy's Market and Eureka Natural Foods, for helping us put these together for you. Hope you enjoy.
And thank you. I had a really great time learning how to cook with you. So again, I'm Madeline, and I'm from the Breast and GYN Health Project. And if you are facing a breast or gynecological cancer or scare, you can give us a call. All of our services are free. We can help support you through that at any way that you want us. We have a lot of options, including support groups, a lending library, but more importantly, it's just somebody who understands on the other end of the phone to help you get through that. We feel like nobody needs to do that journey alone if they don't wish to. So anyway, thanks for joining us. We hope you enjoyed these. We sure had fun making them.
A lot of fun.